Hi, I'm Karen, and welcome to my channel, Creating Sanity. Today, we're going to talk about something really important. I'm going to be teaching you a really helpful strategy. But before we go into that, I want to talk to you. This video may feel like it has a slightly different vibe to it. You will probably notice that it's different than my other videos. And that's because what I usually do is research and write down what I want to talk about. I do a script, I use a teleprompter to make sure that everything I want to say gets said. Otherwise, I end up doing like 15 million takes and I forget something and I go off on a tangent on something else. This video is coming from here and also from here. I have taught this strategy to kids for 15, 20 years, something like that. For those of you that haven't seen the video where I introduced myself, I've been a school psychologist for almost 30 years now. And I come from the cognitive behavioral school of thought. And so to kind of preface what we're going to be talking about today, cognitive behavioral therapy, they go with the research that shows that what you're thinking forms your emotions, which inform your behaviors, and that the body, brain, and behavior are all intertwined. If we're able to control our thoughts, we're able to control and manage our behaviors and our emotions. The strategy that I'm going to teach you today helps you to shift what you're thinking about when you're feeling something negative. So, how does this work? Let me think of an example. Okay, so you go to work, you've worked on this project for a long time, you've put your heart and soul into it, and your boss steals all of the credit. He takes credit for all of your work, makes you look like an idiot in the meeting. You are going to start thinking like things like, he is such a jerk. I can't believe he did that to me. He made me look like an idiot. I don't even know why I'm getting up to go to this job. The whole thing's a total joke, etc. With those thoughts, you're going to start feeling things like anger, resentment, frustration, depression, anxiety, any number of those really yucky feeling emotions. And those emotions are coming out of what you're thinking. If you had the same incident happen and you were thinking thoughts like, that was unfair that my boss took the credit, but I know that I did the work and I know that I'm responsible for the success of that project, you are not going to be feeling as bad about things because you're thinking different thoughts. You're going to be feeling more empowered, more in control of the situation. You might even be able to start thinking about ways that you can rectify the situation with the powers that be. A lot of us believe that we don't have control over our thoughts. I can't help what I'm thinking. I can't help what I'm feeling. I'm just feeling X, Y, or Z. I don't have any control over that. And cognitive behavioral therapy and the research that's been done around it has shown that that is not actually the case. And we can control our thoughts. We have to learn how to do that, and mindfulness and meditation helps with that. I'll be doing videos in the future on that as well. But we do have control over our thoughts, and therefore we have control over our emotions. And so before we get into this strategy that I call thought switching, because that is literally what you're going to be doing, I want you to do a little experiment with me. And I want you to go into this wholehearted. I don't want you to give this a half-ass thing. I don't want you to just kind of listen to me yammering on about what to do and then not actually do it. Because that's not going to prove a point. This point that I'm trying to make is for you to experience the power of this. All right? So I want you to think about something that happened recently that really made you angry, that really made you frustrated. Maybe it was something that's making you feel really sad and kind of depressed. Any of those negative, icky emotions. I want you to think about that situation. And I want to start this by saying, you're going to be feeling some yucky emotions, but go with it, because I promise you, I'm going to get you out of it. You are not going to be staying there. Okay? So trust me on this. So if you have your yucky incident, we're going to get going. If you haven't, pause the video. Think of a bad situation that makes you feel ick in some way, and then unpause the video and come back. Okay. Everybody has their situation. I want you to really remember the last time that situation happened. I want you to make like a picture of it in your mind and to really step into the situation like you were back there. Make it big and large and loud and in your face, as if you are re-experiencing what was happening in that situation. And as you're in this situation and what was happening is like in your face and you're re-experiencing that, I want you to start noticing the things that you're thinking. You may be going, I don't remember exactly what I thought. That's fine, but you know yourself well enough to know pretty well what you might have been thinking when this situation happened. Bring that to mind. Notice it. Think them, make those thoughts big. And notice when what you're feeling in your body and where you're feeling it in your body. Because these are key points for you. The feelings that we feel in our body and where we feel them usually tend to be the same for different emotions. Or the same for the same emotion. Like when I'm angry, I feel it in my neck. But when I'm anxious, I feel it in my stomach. So that's what I mean by that. Okay, I hope that's clear. And I want you to keep making this picture big and really notice what you're feeling. And now I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Blow it out. Another one in through your nose, out through your mouth. Blow it out. One more, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And I want you to just make a mental note of when you were feeling, where you were feeling, what you were feeling, what you were thinking, and be aware of that. Now, I want you to think about something that always makes you smile. Yeah, I can see you smiling. That thought right there. Yeah, that one. Okay. When I say that to people, when I'm teaching this system, I say, think of something that you smile. And inevitably, within seconds, a smile lights up their face. And it's like, yeah, that thought right there. Okay. And if you don't, pause the video, think of something that always makes you smile. It could be the first time you held your newborn. It could be playing with your dog. It could be cuddling with any of your animals. It could be a beautiful sunset. It could be when you got engaged. It could be looking at a beautiful piece of art. Anything that just makes you feel joy and happy. When you've got it, if you don't have it, pause the video, and when you've got it, come back. Okay, so now everyone has their positive thought. I want you to step into that experience. And I want you to bring yourself back to that memory as if you're experiencing it all over again. You're holding your newborn. Bring yourself back there. Smell the sweetness of baby breath and the warmth of holding their body. Looking at a piece of art. Feel the goosebumps that you felt when you were experiencing this beautiful piece of art or a sunset or whatever that experience is, and make it really big and bright, and step into those emotions and really feel it and really experience it again. And let that emotion sink in. And now notice what you're thinking. Notice where in your body you're feeling that emotion. And let it just sink in and just kind of wrap yourself in it like it's a warm blanket. And I'm not going to take you out of this feeling because I kind of want you to stay there and enjoy it. But as you're enjoying this emotion, I want you to just listen to what I'm saying. This thought is your thought switching thought. It is the thought that you're going to use in this strategy. I also want you to think of like 2 or 3 more so that you can have them in your back pocket for when you're feeling crappy, you can just pull it out. So I want you to label this the experience, thought switching thought. So holding newborn, thought switching thought. Playing with my dog, thought switching thought. So that you have those. And the reason I want you to have them in your back pocket is because when you're in a funky place and all of a sudden you go, oh yeah, I got to do thought switching, think of something positive. I have no effing idea. You won't be able to think of something positive when you're in a bad state. But if you already have identified it and have it in your back pocket, as I say, you can just pull it out. You can go, oh yeah, that's right. I'm going to use this. I'm going to start thinking about holding my newborn. And then just step into that positive thought. So with this, when you're feeling an icky emotion, it doesn't feel good in your body. And that's a signal to you to start looking at what you're thinking and noticing what you're thinking and go, oh yeah, okay, I need to change this. I'm changing it to my thought switching thought. I'm changing it to that day I had such a blast playing with my dog at the beach, whatever it is. And then step into that positive emotion and allow yourself to really experience it and just stay there in this positive feeling and allow it to really build up. And if you're hearing noise in the background, my 2 cats are right back there and they're knocking stuff around, as cats do. So that is what thought switching is. It literally is switching your thoughts. So starting to become mindful of your negative thoughts and using the realization of that physical feeling of an icky emotion, that's why that bodily feeling is so useful with our negative emotions, because it feels bad. We want to escape from it, where we become really aware of it. And then you can be like, oh yeah, okay, I've got something that I can do to help me to shift myself out of this place. Our brains are really powerful instruments, and they really can help us shift. Once you start doing this, what you will notice is that you notice your negative emotions sooner. You're able to shift them easier. And you will even get to a point of where you're not going there as much. So I'm going to share with you, I am filming this on December 5th, 1 month after the elections in the States in 2024. I was personally not very happy about the results, and I was in a really bad place, and I've been dealing with a lot of anger and anxiety and just kind of freaking out because I don't know what's going to happen. I've been using this strategy a lot. And in the last couple of weeks, it's gotten so that I'm not even really going there anymore. I am so shifted out of those thoughts of, oh my God, the world is going to end. Those thoughts aren't useful, and we can't be at our best and be productive and effective at what we want to do if we're in that state. So this strategy really does work. I have been using it a lot. I've been teaching it for, like I said, 15, 20 years. It helps my kids that I work with. It helps me. I know it works, and that's why I wanted to share it with you. So I hope you found this helpful. If you like this video, please tap the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe. And hit the notification button, and then you'll be notified whenever I put out a new video. I'm going to be trying to do 2 videos a week. I haven't set the days yet that I'm going to be doing them, but I'm hoping on getting 2 a week out. I still do work full time, so and I have a horse, so it takes up a lot of my time. But this is really important, and I think it's really important with the ambiguity of what's going on in our country right now, that all of us be in our best mental states that we can be, so that we can deal with whatever it is that comes our way. Okay? So thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. I hope that you're well, and know that together we are creating sanity.